Hi everybody, this is the Lotus Emira. I parked it where it says best, in the middle of a turn. Look at that. We're at the racetrack. This is a 2024 model, although it probably was announced a couple years back. We waited for years for it to be produced, and it's finally here. It's the first edition manual V6 supercharged. It doesn't quite have power. It's only got 400 horsepower, 3,100 pounds, I believe, but it looks exotic, and that matters. It's a little over 110,000. We had it broken in. I've been enjoying it, and here is my review.
If you like motorsports and want to learn more about the racetrack experience, check out driveonthetrack.com.
This is a beautiful car. So the first thing that jumped out, and a lot of people have said this, several people have mentioned it to me, this looked like a Ferrari. It's about a third of the price of a new Ferrari, but it looks like one. The hood vents actually look like the hood vents on the A12, I think. The side profile actually give you a little bit of an FA kind of feel to it. So from far away on a foggy day or when it's moving really fast, and I had people thought that this was Ferrari. I would be mistaken too. That's definitely a plus for a car at this price level. Even got the Ferrari glass engine bay window. Look at this. With the valve cover says Lotus on it. V6 supercharged, but this does not look fancy like a Ferrari one, but it's still nice to see. There's an option to make this into the privacy glass that blocks out the engine. I chose the clear one because why not? You can see the engine. That's great. And these side intakes are very big. You can hear them in the car. They're not as loud as some of the other mid-engine cars, but it is still loud. And what's noticeable in the car is the whine of the supercharger. And unfortunately, you can only hear that well with the window down. So with the window down, when you really get on the gas, it whines very, this is a loud whine, and I enjoy it. But with the windows up, it's a little muted and not as enjoyable, but obviously you don't drive with the window down all the time. Well, maybe you do. Some of the more exotic features missing on this car, I think one is the brakes. I got the yellow brake caliper here with the steel brakes. I mean, they're still good. They work, but carbon ceramic brake might have been better off for this, especially with racetrack usage, and it won't fade. Not that it faded. I drove a while on the track. It didn't really fade, but just in case. And the back of the car is really nice too. You got those air vents. You got the light is pretty cool, modern compared to the older Lotuses. They're not much of a spoiler. I think maybe if you want to be aggressive, you can have a wing put on it. I drove it pretty aggressively on the track, and the downforce, I could use a little bit more downforce, so maybe a wing would help. The exhaust tips are nice. It's in a black mesh and an aluminum exhaust tip. They sound pretty good. It has a nice note to it. On the inside, it's actually luxurious for a Lotus standard, definitely. One of the coolest features on this car is, let's look down here. The shift linkage for the 6-speed shifter is exposed, and it moves when you shift. So that's really cool as a feature. However, when you're driving it, you don't get to see it, so maybe it's not as cool in practice, but it is cool to have. And that's actually one of the things that people notice the most, or the first thing that they notice in the cabin is the shifter. So it's cool to have it. It's a cool story to tell, although I never see it. Sport suspension is very stiff on the street. On the track, it's perfect. It's compliant. I went over bumps. I went over the curbing. It's just fine. When I drove around in the pits driving around, that was actually hard. I'm actually going to drive around so you can see how bumpy it is. So on the track, it's plush. I don't know if you can tell, but even on pit road with a little bit of a bump, it's hard. The ground clearance isn't horrible, so it's not going to scrape all the time, but as I drive around these paved pit roads, it's bumpy, like this bump. I don't know if you can feel it. I feel it. I feel it enough that I don't want to go much faster than what I'm going now. This bump. So it pops. It go down and then pop back up. So you can tell it's firm. There's not as much rebound damping, so it just pops right back up. But it's fine, honestly. but it doesn't make for a plush. No one is gonna call this plush on the street. And so if you're opting mostly for a street car, maybe you consider the touring suspension. I chose the sport because I want this car 100% as it's designed to do. I can flip this little red thing, but I just put my finger through it. It's interesting. All right, it's a little deeper sound from the outside. It's much more pronounced, and also it burbles and it pops when on up and down shifts. Doesn't do that in touring mode. I'm gonna keep the window open for a little bit because I like the induction sound from the supercharger. It really sounds good. Tastes good. It does taste good. I don't know if you can hear the whine. It definitely whines when you get on the gas. I should really be in second, but I'm lazy. Ah, that's great. Alright, let me off the window so I can talk to you. So with the window up, it's very hard to hear the whine, which is a shame because it sounds really good. We're not going to drive aggressively because I think the car is smooth and it turns really well. So you don't have to drive a super driving to get fast, like overdriving it. Towards the end of the last session, I started to overdrive it a little bit. There's no need for that. This car goes fast just by itself. Just pick the right line, hold on to it. It's got plenty of power, not overwhelming, but plenty of power. This car is great. It's awesome. It feels like a supercar. There are smaller issues with build quality and whatnot. That's always been a Lotus thing. One of the biggest issues, it's a small maker, right? And then there's no dealer network. I mean, there is a dealer network, but if you're used to dealing with exotics, like if you deal with Ferrari, if you deal with even BMW, Mercedes, you're not going to get the same kind of service network, dealer network as with the Lotus. And that's a shame because warranty matters a lot when people drive sports cars. And when you don't have a good dealer network, and that's going to be I wouldn't say necessarily a full-on minus, but it is a concern. But other than that, really, there's nothing really bad to say about the car. This new car, the Emira, is of a higher quality in touch and finishes than I think most of the Lotus in the past. This actually passes for a luxury exotic car if you think about it. The leather's plush and nice, and the wheel is nice. The infotainment system works. That's the shift knob is really awesome. I actually love the feel of this. On my Ferrari, it has the old gator shifter. Is a shiny metal knob, and this feels really good. When I first got the car, the edges of the gear indicators on the knob was rubbing the inside of my palm, and you can feel the sharp. And I've been driving it for 1,000+ miles, and now the knob is smooth to my hand, and I actually felt it gradually wear down the numbers, which I didn't think it would be a thing, but now it's like this knob is fitted to my hand now. I'm thinking about how personal that is, and the little things I find to appreciate the car. It's I really do appreciate it, and it looks great. People on the road think it's exotic. It looks exotic, and people stop and ask me about it all the time. I'm surprised. A lot of people actually know what kind of car it is, and they're amazed by it, and me too. So overall, the car is strict. It's an exotic-looking car, sports car, and non-exotic prices. It's a little underpowered, honestly, in today's age. 400 horsepower. A lot of cars pushing close to 400 now. And most of the M cars that I've been showing and driving have close to 500. But that was never really Lotus's thing, right? Remember the old Elise with the original Elise didn't didn't even push 200 horsepower when it came out. I hate to say this, I'm a little spoiled. Like when you drive around in close to 500 horsepower all the time, when you get into a car with 400, you definitely notice it. But on the track, when you're moving and circulating the track, you really don't feel it. As a matter of fact, I think if you got a little bit more power, because the downforce that I feel like that's lacking a little bit, you might actually get into more trouble. So on this beautiful day, that is my review of the Lotus Emira. And you can probably tell I really like the card. So this is a keeper, and I will enjoy it for a long time to come. And if you guys ever get a chance to drive one, you should try one. It's really enjoyable. Like and subscribe. I'm going to remember saying that. Like and subscribe, and look for more car reviews and me driving more cars on the track and everywhere else. Just having a good time.